Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're making shakshuka. It's a delicious breakfast from the Middle East and widely enjoyed around the world. We're going to start off with a hot skillet and some extra virgin olive oil and one medium oven that's been diced. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and saute those until they are translucent. But I usually take it a little bit further. I like to get a little brown tinge on them. I think it adds a little extra flavor to what I'm making. Okay, it's not about whether they're cooked enough or not. And I'm going to add some peppers. This originally calls for pretty much all red pepper, a whole red pepper, but I like to break it up with some red and green. So I'll put a little bit of each in there. And you can also add some jalapeno, or any type of peppers you have laying around in the refrigerator will work. And then we're going to add some garlic. I add 4 cloves that I've minced. I'm going to stir those around real quick. And then make a little section in the middle of the pan to toast the spices. We've got chili powder, paprika, and cumin. And we just want to toast them. This is a method of cooking that you'll find if you study Indian food, to toast and warm those spices in the oil. It releases some of the flavor, makes them very aromatic. I highly recommend that you adopt that when you're making certain things, and this is one of them. Of course, we have to season that with some salt and some freshly grated black pepper, and we always want to put plenty of black pepper. And you can turn the heat up a little bit with cayenne if you want to. That's up to you. Some people don't like things that are spicy. I know I do. And today I'm using a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes because I'm too lazy to peel and chop my own tomatoes. No, not at all. Next time I make it, I will probably do it that way, but the canned tomatoes are just fine. After about 20 minutes, you'll want to make a little depression with a spoon, the back of a spoon. And what you're doing is creating a little spot for the eggs to kind of keep together, all right? And you'll notice that I pre-cracked them. That's for 2 reasons. I want to make sure that I don't have any cracked shells. I also want to get them in there as fast as I can so they cook evenly. And once they're in, you want to go ahead and put a cover on that pan and let it cook for about 3 minutes and then check. Unfortunately, when I was making this, I got a phone call. I had to step away from the kitchen, so my eggs stood in there for about 5 minutes, and I want you to see this. After 5 minutes, they were cooked completely through, which is not what I wanted. But that doesn't really matter because this tasted great just the way it is. And the thing about this is that you really need to serve it while it's boiling. Now I'm doing mine on this savory French toast. You can watch the video here. But most people would use pita or any type of bread will do. And to serve it, well, you can just put it in a plate. Normally you'd have a little more sauce than that, but I had to let this cool down a little bit so I could set up the camera. So that's why you don't see a lot of juice on the bottom. But you could easily just add some tomato sauce to this when you're making it, and you'll have more sauce. But this came out tasting fabulous. Again, I'm serving that with a side of that French toast. But you can also use the French toast as a base and put the shakshuka right over the top. And you may have noticed that I garnished that with some feta cheese, a little cilantro. That's purely optional, but it looks nice. And actually the feta makes it taste pretty good too. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, ciao.